You guys, in case you didn't figure it out, I'm Matt, she's Ruth. This is drills. One of the things that we're going to tag team. She's going to do a drill first, then I'm going to do some drills, she's going to do drills. My feeling is her drills are more fun than my drills. Mine are going to be boring, but deal with it. One of the things that we do want to do is towards the end, we want you guys to go, do you have a drill for fixing blah, blah, blah? And so start thinking about that now. I have a player, she never moves. So start thinking of some of those things, and that's what we'll do at the end. Ruth, you're on.
Oh, thank you. Okay, one of the things, it's funny because I think the topic of this is your favorite drills. So it is, I was telling a friend of mine, it's my favorite drills. It may not necessarily be your favorite drills, but I've got a couple of drills I'm going to show, and they're going to be more team-oriented type drills. And I know Matt will show you more individual two-on-two type drills, so you'll get both sides going. The first one we're going to go through is, we actually call it free ball over the net, and I will get the players set up here, all right? Okay, so how this is going to work, this is actually a two-ball drill. And I like using this because it helps us in our speed and tempo with balls, because we're going to have two balls incorporated at the same time, but we're still just working on basic passing and setting. All right, so we're going to actually start with the easy stuff first. We're actually going to do the setting part. And normally what we would do is we would have two coaches on each side initiate the ball. Okay, but, because of our resources, we just use what we have here. So we'll just have the players start first. Okay, ball will be on that side. Ball will be on that side. Okay, what will happen is when I say go, you guys go ahead and set to your setter. Setter will set it over and then make your move. Remember, follow your ball. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're starting right now with just the basic where they're setting. Okay, and we're going to do this from the back court, meaning the ball has to be traveling behind the 10-foot line. And they're just going to set. So the person here in the back court is going to set, person at the net is going to set. And we're going to keep the ball going. All right, and what will happen is people at the net will count. So count loud so the people over here know what's going on. All right, we usually play the game to 15. Because then when we get to 15, what we do is we can move them up where they're short. So it changes the dynamics of what they're doing. All right, but we're going to start easy. Okay, so this will give them a chance to warm up. So go ahead and start out, ladies. Go ahead. Go, then set over. Rotate through. Okay, hold. Okay, you see what will happen. So part of this is so that they get the same height and speed of the ball. And so they're going to have to, within this, also learn to problem solve. Okay, so then what will happen is we'll start it again. Okay, here we go. Okay, hold a second. They're still just trying to figure out the drill. Okay, make sure that we always have a person in the setting position. Okay, no matter what, you're always setting. No matter what. Okay, you're always setting. So there's no passing. You're always setting. Okay, go ahead. Okay, stop. Okay, stop. Okay, we'll try again. Okay, they're still trying to warm up here. So if I was going to call them in, which I will do. Okay, let's come on in a second. Come on in a second. Okay, let's make sure as we're going, set the ball higher so you have a chance to actually be able to get there. All right, as opposed to shooting it over. Okay, remember, because you can't pass. Okay, you can't pass. So you make sure and get your feet there, set it high enough so then you can set. We can keep it going. Remember, same height, speed. All right? Okay, so what I was just talking to them about is that they need to set the ball higher because they're not going to be allowed to forearm pass. They have to set this. So you have to get their feet there. Okay, let's see if we can get at least 5 on each side. Let's see if we can get that. Okay, here we go. Push. Okay, now they're starting to get the idea. Okay, that was better, ladies. Thank you. Okay, hold a second. Okay, so part of that is the ball's moving back and forth. Now, again, like I said before, if we were going to do this, how we would set this up is that, okay, we need 15 on each side. So each side is working independently. 15 on each side. We want to make sure that our setter never has to back up for a ball. because we know how difficult that is for our setter to back up out of zone here. Okay, we always want to make sure our setter is in her zone. I always say that this is our criteria, that if we can run quick attack on it, we count the ball. We can run a quick attack, we count it. So then that makes them accountable on what are good balls, what are bad balls. So then they start to evaluate. All right, so now we can make this a little more difficult now, change the drill a little bit. Now we just incorporate now. This person here at the net is always going to be setting, but the people in the court are passing now. They're forearm passing. Okay, same thing now. You guys are forearm passing. Okay, you guys are still setting at the net. Okay, here we go. You can toss. Okay, hold, start again. Okay, so you see, if the person in the line is not ready, what happens to the drill? Yeah, it messes up. So it keeps them that they have to stay attentive the whole time. What else happens? If the person who just passed the ball sort of jogs up to the net, what happens? They're not ready for the second ball. So you're teaching them to be ready, looking. They finish their first contact first, then the second one, they're looking for the ball. But you want them to complete a skill and then move on to the next skill. Okay? Let's have the people in the back court. Let's have you guys go ahead and toss, and then you guys can start. Okay? Here we go. There we go. Good. Good. Get there, get there. Good. Up, hold, hold, hold. Oh, we had a set there. We had a set. Okay, hold, hold. Okay, now, again, the parameter was, yes, we can give them a hand for that. That's not easy to do. Okay, now the parameter is that we want them to pass in the back court, set in the front court. Okay, now, if we wanted to change this drill, okay, we did it from the back court first. Now, when we move them up short, the drill becomes much more difficult because now you have less time to react. Okay, so now we were doing things where it had to be 15 feet or deeper. Okay, now we're going to do this where they're inside the 10-foot line. Okay, so let's have you guys move inside the 10-foot line. Okay, so we'll do it with the passing. Still passing. You're still setting. Okay, setter's position right over here. Okay, now make sure your cue is keep it high and to the side. High and to the side. Okay, now we'll see how this works. Now they're really going to have to work on getting their butt down, using their legs to pass. Okay, go ahead. Oh, okay, hold. Let's start again. Here you go. Hold the ship. We don't need three, just one. Thanks. Okay, here we go. Okay, hold. Okay, so notice where'd the ball go? Went past the 10-foot line. So we would call that a foul, and they'd have to start again. Okay, so as simple as those two drills are, it's pretty complex because you're adding movement, you're adding communication. They're having to problem solve. Okay, there'll be times where the ball goes really fast to one side and it's going high on the other side. So they have to learn how to adjust with the ball. Okay, and they're doing it within the drill, so then you don't necessarily have to do it. So those are a lot of the things they're teaching them. Any questions on that? Yes. The question was, one side could have 12, one side could have 10. Yes. One side could have 17, the other side could have 10. Until they've each gotten 15, 15, then we would switch and keep the ball going. So what we would do is we'd go from deep, get the 15, then come in and do short. 15, 30, game over. Okay, and I usually set it within a time limit. I give them a time to be able to do this. Okay, good, again, good movement, and it allows you to be able to coach, walk around without having to, initiate balls, those type of things. Now, you can put a parameter here where your passers, you can put them back deeper where they're at 20 feet. Okay, where it's a deeper type of pass. So you can set the parameter however you want. All right, any questions on that? All right, moving on, Matt. You're on with your one.
Okay. Early in this season, we decided that we needed ball control. Probably the rest of you are thinking the same thing. So we used about the first 10 minutes of every practice. Started off like this. It's going to get a little more complicated pretty soon. How many of you were in the cauldron sessions? And we're going to talk about that a little bit and how we adapted it a little bit. We had the person at the net set all the time because we wanted the people to pass close to the net. And it's easier to set at the net. So you guys out here, the person at the net is always going to set. I'm going to make you do different things. Yeah, I am going to want some help. Grab 2 more of the X's, or grab X's. Put them about right there on both sides and about right there. We made targets on the floor. So these guys over here have their targets pretty close right now. You need to stay. All right, hold the balls. The person at the net needs to be inside their box in order for it to be good. Okay, so people out there, keep this person in here. Go again, keep going. Still setting and passing. You need to keep her in this box. So sideline net in there, it's not going to count. So that one's not going to count for her. Yeah, and you guys, you get the idea. When I say you guys, that's the players that are here on the net. Here's what we're going to go. Here's what we're going to do. Hold the balls. Person at the net sets. The other person passes. You got to go. She has to stay in her area. You need to have her, you need to go short and deep. So you need to go beyond the X and then in front of the attack line. Then beyond that line, we put boxes on the court, but I grabbed these things. So you guys are demonstrating, okay? You two go. You're the demonstrators. So you're going running up here. So that one wouldn't count. She has to be in front of the attack line, or in front of the attack line. That one would count. Ooh, but that's fair. We made, if she was on the line, it didn't count. So yeah, that one wouldn't count. You guys got it? Switch on 6 in a row. So you make 6 contacts that are good in a row, you switch. Okay, go. Everybody go. Go do it. So it's short and deep, passing and setting. We did this. This is one of them. It is setting and passing, short and deep. So there's 2 there. Each person has to do it. And I would wander around and go, no, you guys got to start over because you weren't short enough. Keep going. But you got to get her in front of the attack line. Switch and go. That one wouldn't count. You guys got to start over. You got her outside the box. She's got to stay between here and the sideline and in front of there every time you touch the ball. All right, hold the balls. So all of you understand that there are rules. These guys have to have the ball go in a certain place. They have to go to a certain place. When these guys get 6 in a row, they switch. So we're adding one. 6 in a row each, so that's 2. Then you go side to side. This person always has to stay in here. You got to go outside the box that side and then outside the box over there. But you can be as short as you want. It just has to be outside that line, outside the line. Come pass. Oh, come on. Oh, we start over, okay? All right, everybody got it? So short, deep, side to side, switch on 6 in a row. Go. Everybody go. And I'm wandering around. That one doesn't count. Start over. She has to be shorter. Start over. You guys figured it out. Good. Nice. Good. Way to push her deep. Good. After you do short and deep once, then you go side to side. You guys have to start over. She was too far out here. Okay, everybody go side to side. So we had short and deep each person. We have side to side each person. That's 4. Go. Go side to side. Side to side. Wax on, wax off. Side to side. Good. Nope, she's inside the line. You guys got to start over. Oh, and she's outside. You guys got to start over. Okay, hold the balls. So there were 4. Now, both people set. Person at the net sets, the other person sets, still short and, now go short and deep. Both people setting. Go, 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 go. Still the same boxes. You still got to get her in front of the push, push, push. Oh, you guys start over because that was not good. Oh, you guys start over. You didn't push her deep enough. All right, hold the balls. So we made these up, clearly. Our team we went for 8 minutes. I set my watch, go for 8 minutes. We went 10 in a row. You know, the first day I did it, I looked and saw, I knew I wanted to spend about 10 or 12 minutes doing this at the very beginning of practice. So I looked to see how many they would get and switch back and forth. 10 turned it out to be a good number. When it got to be at the end, I said, when my little timer went off, God, the timer that drove them crazy, when the timer would go off, I would say last rally. So they got to finish. They got to keep going, and when they would finish, okay, all of you guys come over here. Come on, come on, come on. So when the ball would drop, they would come running over to me, and they would give me their scores. So 6, nice going. 2, well, it's all right. And it was 12, wonderful. And it was how many total sets of how many times you and your partner got to switch. So 8 was 1 round. So there were people that were getting 14, 18, 23. So at the end of 8 minutes, they got to keep going. The first couple of times, I said when I say last rally, you just have to keep the ball going, and you can switch. So come on, you and I go. So we scary, huh? Old fat guy playing with you. So I just got done doing side to side, and then we're going to switch, and you're going to do side to side, and I'm going to come in there. Got it? Okay. So, and we're setting because I can't. Yeah. So they would do this. So set it back and forth. Now we're going to switch spots. You're going to go over there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And now, okay. Now we're going over there. Go over there. Now we're starting. So, I mean, they would cheat. They would do anything to keep it going. So we finally said, okay, 1 contact to switch you to the next thing. And they still would, they found ways around the rules. I mean, and that's what I wanted them to do. I wanted them to find ways around the rules. So Shannon, you and I go, you guys get out of the way for a second. And so I'm going to go side to side. And yeah, so, and we're going to go very short. And they found out that was the fastest way. That'll get us another point really fast, rather than staying back here and having the ball. So, okay, now you have to go beyond the attack line. At the very beginning of the year, the coaching staff decided that the middles were going to set. When right back dug a ball, middles were going to set. And the middles were like, we're going to practice this, right? No, we're just going to go into a match with Stanford and have you guys set. Yes, we're going to practice this. So what we added to this drill was, you set, I set, but you have to back set. We're going side to side. Every time you set, it has to be a back set. She's a setter, so she's going to be good at this. She's a middle. Okay, so I'm going to go side to side, you back set. Oh, God, that's horrible. That was me. I was a middle. So let me do it. You go out here.
I can do it.
Okay. Competitive, too. No, I'm going to, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go over there first. Back set. Yeah, and now I'm going to go over the other side. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, and see, I cheated. I was in front of the attack line. So we would have had to start over. For the middles, we let them set to themselves and then back set. What we wanted was a gazillion contacts. We wanted it to be a little bit structured, but not completely structured. We wanted it to be guided discovery. So they would figure out how to make things work. I think, Beth, you're the one who just instilled that in me, to let them discover how to be successful. So I would guide them to some places, but they would learn to do some things in order to succeed in the rules that we made. Okay, all of you come here. All of you line up on the line, tallest at that end, shortest at this end. Every day I wrote down the numbers that they gave me. They got, these two were together, they got 6, 12, 2, gosh, yeah, and 25. And then every day I would assign them partners. She's horrible. Every time the ball goes to her this way or this way, boink, it goes someplace else. So none of them wanted to be with her. So every day, today it was you, got stuck with her. Tomorrow it's you get stuck with her, then you get stuck with her, then you get stuck with her. So that everybody had their opportunity to help Shannon become a better volleyball player. And some of them did it quite well, and some of them didn't do it quite as well. As soon as we kept score, it got better. They ran more, they yelled more, they were more into it, they were getting ready to go. As soon as they knew that, okay, give me your scores. It got better. So the Cauldron people who were talking about this, you guys all understand, ooh, yeah, this keeping score stuff. This was a way for us to keep score. Every day I came in with the list, 1 through 9. And poor Shannon, for the first 3 weeks, was 9. But she kept getting closer. Her goal was to get to 8. Please don't make me at the bottom of the damn list every single time. So she got better. She moved up. But every day we did this. So that was the ball control one. Now, same, go get with a partner. It got boring. Even with me making it, keeping score, even if you keep score, it still gets boring. You guys, play Pepper. Grab a ball, play Pepper. You guys have all seen Pepper. Play Pepper. Go, play Pepper. So we had one that was Pepper oriented also, because I wanted one where they use their arms. So we alternated days. One day they would do the other one day they would do the Pepper one. I usually chose depending on what we were going to do next. If we were going to go hit, then I would do this one. If we were going to go to serve receive, then probably I would do the ball control one. But this was how we warmed up every day. All right, keeping score. Here's the first game. Play Pepper. You have to dig down here. You have to dig, set, hit. Dig, set, hit, dig, set, hit. You guys understand? So there must be this contact, then there must be this contact, then there must be this contact. And so we're going to go for, you keep track of how many you get in a length of time, and every time you hit, you get a point. Everybody got it? Go. Go. Time is counting down. We still did. This is one of the games, and yeah, it's just stupid Pepper. But they have to keep track of what they're doing, and the thing that drives me crazy about watching players play Pepper is Ruth. Come here. They're playing. So she hits a ball at me. I dig it to her. And it doesn't go where she wants, and so she goes and digs it rather than taking a step and setting. And then it doesn't go where I want, so I set it back to her. She doesn't get it where she wants, so she sets it back to me. And then we set, and then finally I get it where I want and I hit. It's like, you guys, dig, set, hit, dig, set, hit, dig, set, hit. That's what Pepper is. So, okay, stop. Stop. How many? 0. If you don't know how many you had, you get 0. How many? 12. Awesome. 7? How many? 6. Subtract your score from 12. You guys had 0 because you didn't know how many. Do that many sit-ups. Go. So, yes. All of a sudden, we're motivated to do well here because how many sit-ups did you guys have to do? 0. Nice going by you guys. All right. So that was one of the pepper games. Now, person at the net hits, the other person digs. So it's hit, dig, hit, dig, hit, dig. You get 6 in a row, you switch. Go, 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 go. One person hits, the other person digs, you hit, you dig, you get 6 in a row, you switch. So there's 2 more games because each one of them has to hit. So pepper, just normal pepper, that's 1. I hit, you dig, that's 1. You hit, I dig, that's another one. Okay, stop. Now, hit and dig high. You have to dig overhand. No matter what, you have to dig overhand. And if you haven't switched already, go ahead and switch. But you have to dig overhand. Every time you get 6 digs in a row, you switch. Go. So regular pepper, hit and dig low. Hit and dig low for the other person. Now it's hit and dig high. Hit and dig high for the other person. So that's 5. Everybody got this so far? If you don't, raise your hand. Okay, we're moving on. Okay, stop, stop, stop. Now, regular pepper, but it has to be hit, dig, set, hit, dig, set, but the dig has to be overhand. Okay? Go, 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 go. So all these, they don't count until, and that one doesn't count because you got to dig overhand. And that one doesn't count because you got to dig overhand. There you go. You got one. You get. So, regular pepper, pepper high, hit and dig low, hit and dig high. So I think that's 6 now. And we went for 8. Again, we went for 8 minutes. For us, 10 in a row and you switch. You go on to the next thing. They're just constantly going on to the next thing, trying to get total number of times that they have switched little games in 8 minutes. We are lucky we have 3 courts and a gazillion volleyballs. So we got all this space. Probably a bunch of you guys, you got 1 court. I'm going to show you the other couple that we did. Shannon, you stay on this side. Hold on, you guys. You stay and play over there. Go over there. You get off. You 2 play pepper over the net. So stand on the ground, you hit it, you got to dig it back over the net, then you got to set it over to her, and so you're playing pepper, but every ball contact goes over the net. So you got to hit that. Now you got to dig that over the net, and you got to. Just one of Matt's another goofy ways to increase ball control, and we did it, literally doing it for 30 seconds every other day. Yes, I know. If John, are you here? If Kessel's in the room, he's like, I know you're digging balls over the net, but I liked it because it taught us to hit softer shots with a little bit more control, and I didn't really want us jumping yet. And yeah, it drove them crazy. They didn't know how to do it. Last one. Come on, Shannon. Come on. One-handed, back and forth. You have to have it go. You have to touch the ball when it's higher than your head. You can't use an open hand tip. So something else. And you can only use one hand, and it has to go back and forth over the net six times. Go. You don't have to jump, but you can if you want. And you don't get to touch it twice. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, bummer. And really, I gave them very little guidance. I didn't care how they did it. I just wanted to see them do it. And I knew I didn't want to have them do this. And I knew I wanted it to be one-handed because there were a lot of balls at the net that we were playing, and I found out that I didn't like this. So now you have to hit it twice. So you have to hit it once on your side and then over. I liked it better that way. And again, at the end of 8 minutes, last rally, keep going. But now they're doing things like all over the gym. And so they had to go from doing this to all of a sudden doing overhand pepper. with one contact in between. Once that was last rally. Everybody understanding this? And every day I'm assigning them people, good people with bad people, sometimes the good people together. Everybody come line up on the sideline again. And I could see it in their faces. I mean, sometimes it was, this end of the line is the best ball control people. They had the best scores. Sometimes, and this is the worst. Sometimes I just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mix. That's those, so it's kind of the best and the worst. And every once in a while, you two are partners. And you can see them, yes, we are going to rock today because we're going to get like 50. And, and on 8 minutes and the ball would drop. And they're like, ah! Because they knew they could have got a bunch more. But the cauldron thing is making it a game and letting them score points and making them compete. And in actuality, I was the official. I was walking around. No, you guys start over. She wasn't close enough. No, you guys start over. You netted. We made it netting. If you netted, start over. Start over that one little game. We just had to start making more and more rules because for our team, the ball control got better and better and better. And after about a month, I went to them and went, so how's our ball control now as opposed to what it was on August 9th? And they're like, so much better. I can backset now. Yes, thank you. It was just doing this the first 10 minutes of every practice. Ruth, you're on. Oh, God, questions? Yes. Pardon? He asked, do I ever correct technique? And there were times with players that, yes, there were two things that would go on. I would call illegal contacts, so yes, there. And other things that I would do, there were a couple of players, I wanted them to do something a particular way. I wanted them to pass the ball away. Go be up there. I'm going to pass. This will be fun. Yeah, you said I pass. Okay, so that's not a technique that we like. So we wanted this player to pass a little bit further out. So I would say, Mary, Matt, when you play the ball, if you pass close to yourself, like that thing that we've been working on, I'm going to say you guys are back at 0 in that drill. And all of a sudden now, Matt was passing out here all the time because my partner was going, pass it away from you, pass it away from you, pass it away from you, pass it away from you. And I'm standing over here going, I have another coach. Because she's taking, so yes, I would correct technique that way. Just by making a part of, they didn't score the points if they did it the wrong way. Even though they might have had better ball control with it. Does that answer your question? Anything else? Come back over here again. One of the things that we did with another function, another way we divided up groups. Here's my team. These are the good guys. These are the good ball control people. These are the bad ball control people. These guys did not like going with these guys. And we had more. We had 13. You 4. Scoot this way a little bit. And just stay on the line, but scoot this way. I divided them into 2 groups. And for a week, these 5 would play with each other. These are the good people. Here's the dividing line between the good ones and the bad ones. So I would only mix these guys up. And I would only mix these guys up. And I told them, this is what's going on. And at the end of a week, I would rank them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so now you're 5. And now you're 6. And then next week, these 2 swap spots. So she got to play with the good people, and you get to play with these guys. And then at the end of the week, I would rank them again, and now she's back to here, and she got 5th again. Hey, bummer, you're going back down again. Everybody got this? So now because these guys, they like to just rack up numbers. These guys, yeah, my job is to make you better. And so we would swap that way. And I got to go on. Thanks, you guys. Ruth.
Okay, we use this one. It's called a zigzag, which is at the beginning, more at the beginning of the season, so we can get the movement. So after you've done the fun little stuff with Matt, then we go back and we'll do incorporate some team type movement. We're moving forward and back type things. So normally you'd have more people on the court, but we're using what we have right now. So what we've done is people at the net again, they're going to be setting. We'll start them off setting. We'll start them off easy, even though I know they're warm. And then we'll start the people at the back court. We'll start them about 20 feet or so. So we're starting here at the back court. And what's going to happen is we'll have somebody initiate at the net. Okay, they're just going to say, ready, go. And we'll just have Jess say, ready, go. And she has to say it loud enough. And what will happen is when she says go, these people are going to move up to the 10-foot line. Okay? Then what will happen is these guys here will toss the ball. They'll set the ball. And as soon as they set, they will then back up over here. We'll pull a little target out so they know where their mark is, and then come back up to the 10-foot line. So it's like a zigzag. And then they'll keep going. We're going this way, to your right. Okay? Set to yourself. Okay, so the people at the net are going to set to themselves. Okay, medium set. Okay, we don't want to see this kind of a set. Okay. And then go. It's going to be just a little set. And then by the time they set the second time, that person should be in their spot. Okay, so now it's constant movement all the way around. Only set to yourself once. You guys stay. People at the net stay. Okay, so we'll just walk through just a little bit so they understand. Okay, so if Jess were to say ready, set, when she says set, you guys would move forward. So go ahead and move forward. Okay, then you guys would set the ball. Okay, set the ball. Now move around. And as that's going, next person, yes. Okay, so hold. So that's what it's sort of going to look like. Hold. Okay, but now we're going to keep it going. And the idea is to get all the way around, keeping the ball moving the whole time. Okay? Okay, so let's get ourselves evened out. One over there. Okay, so as soon as you set the ball, make sure you hustle back to your X, and then you're coming forward. Okay, people who are setting at the net, make sure that you keep it sort of fairly. Okay, we don't want a short pass going short. Give it a little bit of height on it so they have a chance to get all the way up there. All right? Go ahead and call it out. Yep. Okay, go, move. Okay, now move to the next spot, go. Okay, hold. Okay, so we want to get ourselves reset. Reset, hold, reset. Okay, reset yourselves. Person out, reset. So again, we're still incorporating movement, our up and back. Still getting touches on the ball. Okay, go ahead, start them off. Okay, hold. Okay, so again, so they've got to learn where they need to put the ball so the ball can be set back and forth. Now, let's say that we met our goal and we got all the way around. Okay, then once what would happen is we'd say switch. Okay, and what I'd say is I need an overachiever to go again because right now we have a coach in. So the coach doesn't do drills, so of course she gets to stay. So let's switch. So somebody who was in moving, she gets to stay. You get to be the overachiever. That's right, that's it. Nice job. Okay, so we can do the same thing again. Now, we can change this a little bit now. Okay, we did where they went from deep to short. Now they can go from short to deep. Okay, so come on up. And now you're going to get back to your X. Okay, the same thing again. Now you're going to get back to the X. Okay? You can set them off. Go. So you're going to come up short, then deep. Okay, hold. Okay, so again, they're going to have to do some problem solving in between to figure out how they're going to be able to make sure that they don't see that person in front of them, what they're going to have to do to adjust. Okay? Now notice as we've been doing this, I've always started with this person setting and this person setting over here. Now if you change it to where you have the person in the court passing, now you're adding a little more obstacle to the drill. So let's go ahead. Okay, let's have this group go again. Okay, but now you're going to be passing. Nope, people at the net are still setting. So you can change the dynamics of what they're doing. We're still going to have the people at the net setting. People in the court are going to be passing. Passing, so you have to get there. Okay, here we go. Then move forward. Okay, so again, you can set the parameters of how they do this. Okay, hold. I don't want to kill him. Hold. Nice. Hold. You guys got it. Okay, so the reason I like doing this at the beginning, notice there's a lot of movement that goes on. But yeah, we're still working on ball touches, still touching the ball. Okay, now, if you want to add, again, some more complexity, now you're making both sides pass. Okay, both sides pass. So now, let's go ahead and switch. Switch. Oh, we got the overachiever over there. That's good. Okay, so now what's going to happen is both sides are going to pass. So now they're going to have to figure out how they have to play this ball so that this person here, people at the net, do not net. Okay, so they have to be able to play the ball so that they're not netting, and netting as they're going. All right? Yeah, still a double contact. So they pass themselves, and then they'll pass their partner. And we'll have you set them off. Okay, talk loud enough. Okay, hold a second, hold. Sorry, we'll start again. Hold. When she says go, just go ahead and toss it to him. Go ahead and toss it to him. Okay, here we go. Okay, pass yourself, then pass back. Good. Okay, so now we're adding some more movement as they're going, and they're really working on their skills right there. Okay, hold. Hold. Nice job. Oh, excuse me. Nice job, ladies. Okay, any questions you guys have on that? Okay, basically a lot of it is you're able to change the dynamics of what you do. Either you can do the setting or the passing. Again, it's just still straight ball control type stuff, but a little more team movement in there. Okay, now it becomes a lot more difficult when you have 5 groups on the court, and they're having to make this move forward, back, all the way through. Okay, so, and you can change whichever direction. You don't have to go in to the right, you can go to the left. Okay, it's just what you want to do in terms of making them have to think and move. All right, any questions you guys have on that? Anything you guys would like to see? Anything you guys would like to see? Basic defensive ball control, well, it's like a cross court where Matt was doing before, where they're going single person across the net. You can do it as a team oriented. Give me a left front, left back setter on both sides. Left front, left back setter. Okay, we only need one ball. Okay, waiter. Let's have you guys waiting over here. Okay, now, you can set this up where it's just like with just basic cross-court pepper. Okay, now, depending on how many people you have or what your ball control is like, you can have it where it's just cross-court pepper, or you can also have the person where they're in middle back, so you're initiating that also. So we can also have a person in middle back. Okay, so basically what they're doing in this is, and we'll just start it off with, you have the ball, Shannon? Good. Okay, so we'll just start right now. Can I have that ball? Where if we have the person at the net, we'll start with you down balls right now. Okay, person at the net. Okay, we can initiate however. Okay, now, one of the things as coaches, sometimes we try to make it too easy for our players. So sometimes when we're initiating, we'll just throw the ball in however. So they're ready to go after balls. Just like it is, it happens sometimes in a match. So I'll slap, get off the net, and then play the ball, pass, setter, set it off. We'll start with down balls. Okay, once you hit, just follow your ball. Okay, pretty basic type stuff. Okay, ready? Off net. Okay, so as they go a little bit, okay, we're working for a certain number. Yes, yeah. Stay on the same side, my bad. Sorry, it's not that moving. Stay on the same side. Yeah, you do rotate. Okay, so say the ball was dead. Okay, ball was dead, and you can do an error correct on the same side, or you can just initiate the ball. Let's say that this side wasn't ready. Let's say that the ball was hit, and she hit the net, so we'll do an error correct. where she'll just go up, swing at the ball, then the ball's initiated. Okay, now, of course, as you do this, you can add it where they actually jump and swing. Okay, so that helps in terms of being able to place the ball. And then we always tell them that for this drill, if they're doing a drill like this, where they can just go up and swing at the ball, hitting it at somebody. So we're still working on defensive things at the same time also. Okay. Anyone else? No one else has a question? Well, thank you very much. If you have any questions for us afterwards, just please stop on by.